Hey guys, this is Isaac, back with more Minecraft. It's been a while since I've recorded those last clusters of episodes, so I think we were World 5. I'll see if it looks right. I don't really remember where I ended this, so let's see how this goes. Oh. Okay. Lots of sheep. Well, it would appear that I have a house, and nothing in my inventory. I don't think the house was finished, but I guess I must have finished it off camera. So here's a house. Wow, massive lag. What are my settings? Okay, let's see what I can do. I guess I replaced the floor, and I put in a nice tiered walking area throughout this whole place. A lot of stone, a lot of smooth stone too. I don't know if I've said it, but smooth stone is what happens when you take cobblestone and put it into a furnace. And what does this file actually have? Yeah, okay. I don't really have a plan for this episode, so let's just go out exploring. Yeah, this is smooth stone. Bread can't hurt. And I'm not sure if... I don't think I'd finished the tower in the last episode, so I'll go ahead and show off the tower too. It's not a particularly tall one, but it serves its purpose. Gives us a nice view of the countryside. Not really any epic mountains within our sight range, which is kind of lame. I definitely like exploring epic mountain ranges. But that area has some promise, so maybe we'll go check that out at some later time. I've at a loss for what to do with this episode, besides, I hope I find something interesting. Because oftentimes, I don't know if when you were at the world screen, the load select or whatever, you saw my world 2. My world 2 is like 24 now, I think, 24 and a half. Because that's my main file, and I did so much exploring that my world size has gotten so big. Really, most of that was just searching for clay. Had a lot of difficulty finding clay in that file. But I might be showing off my main soon. I'm doing some interesting builds, and people might want to see larger scale... Whoa! Okay. May want to see larger scale buildings than I can do in the Let's Play. Gotta make sure that tower stays at least kinda within vision. But yeah, I have that redstone that I got from the dungeon, so if I can find some iron, that would be a nice use for my time. Iron and redstone together lets you make compasses, and compasses are very handy for exploring. Sand over there. I think I've been by this mountain. Wounded tree suggests so. Well, if nothing else, I can at least begin to gather a little bit of wood. And I see a lot of gravel over there. I may have to go check that out in a minute. And most of what I do in Minecraft is build. I like building more than I like exploring or so on. So I might just have to think of some sort of massive project that I want to do in this file. Although before I start any sort of huge building project, I have to set up like the quarry, and I'd have to set up probably several different kinds of farms, because I like farming. And it's really difficult to get a lot of resources without purely farming them. Like getting reeds without making a reed farm, or like cactuses, or even worse, it's not fun. Well, here we have a reasonably epic mountain. Kinda. I've seen better, but I have an interesting little peak up here and then another one over here. So if nothing else, we can piddle around in here for a little while until it starts to get closer to night. And I think I will undertake some sort of large-scale building project. If anyone has any suggestions, comment or something, and I'll see if any of those... Ooh. Well, I could go caving. I'll check that out once I get some more of this coal. If anyone has any suggestions, then I will definitely consider that as an option for what I will build. It has to be reasonably house-like, and it can't be too large-scale, because my main build is still going to be in my single-player file. No offense. I didn't bring any torches, so I'm really glad that I'm gathering coal, actually. It's a pretty lame mistake. There's a lot of coal here, too. I was doing a bit of strip mining in my main, and I ran into a vein of coal that had like a stack and a half just connected. It just never stopped going on, and that was so cool. But I will definitely settle for 11 here. Make some sticks, throw together some torches. Because it is nighttime and I'm way too far away from my house, I'm just going to go ahead and duck into this cave and explore this cave during the night, which is a classic nighttime trick. I'm going to take some fall damage, that's fine. I'm really never afraid to damage myself, because Minecraft is actually not that difficult. All the enemies have patterns, and once you learn them, you usually won't get hurt. I really do need to mark this, though, because otherwise I'll forget that this is actually the exit, and I'll just try and dig out through some random dirt and be stuck in here forever. So what I immediately notice is there's a lot of verticality. And, ooh, iron, perfect. I guess I will be able to make that compass. And mushrooms! Mushrooms are pretty difficult to come by, so don't expect to see a bunch of them. But this is a brown mushroom. Interesting fun fact, I think I'm sneaking now. Yeah, I accidentally pressed sneak. An interesting fun fact about mushrooms is they actually give off light. They only give off 1 light, and torches give off like 7, I think. Redstone torches give off like 2 or 3. Ooh, spider. And zombie. Yeah, that looks like the kind of area I don't want to go down into. Not yet. Anyway, I think I was saying something. Yeah, they give off light, so even if the room is completely dark, you can still see the mushroom. It doesn't give off enough light to illuminate the blocks around it, but it does give off enough to illuminate the actual mushroom itself. So although they're not really a practical substitute for torches, it is cool to walk into a totally dark dungeon and just see a few mushrooms sitting there. Actually a decent vein of coal here. This file should be okay with coal for a while, and if I can get enough coal, then of course I'll have way more than I need for my, my torches. So I will then be able to use it for something else. I might have to do some sort of project involving a lot of glass, or a project involving a lot of smooth stone. What should I build, actually? Actually, you guys should leave comments. I have a lot of ideas that I'd be willing to play around with. Like, I like castles, I like underwater buildings, although those really are overdone. Pretty much any time someone decides to build some sort of cool base, it always ends up being underwater. Although, I mean, underwater building is kind of cool, and it is tricky, so maybe if nothing else I could make a tutorial video showing the easier ways to construct large things underwater. Because that's one component of the project I'm working on in my single-player file. I would keep that kind of under wraps for a while. Mostly because if I run out of enthusiasm, I don't want to have laid all sorts of massive plans and told everyone, yada yada, my project will include this, and then the end stage is like, you know, 10-block wide house made of smooth stone. How much iron do I have now? Oh, 4 pieces, perfect. If I had my redstone with me, I could go ahead and make that compass, but... Ooh. That's not that deep. I might drop down in there eventually. But for now, there's way too many animal noises coming out of it. Whoa! I don't like the looks of this. Yep, there we go. Splitting path. Perfect. I think the zombie's down this way. Or not. Wow, I wish I waited like a second and a half longer before announcing that. So I guess they're all underneath me, because this dead ends. Huh. And that's actually good, because I really don't need to tangle with them. I have enough string for a bow. I don't really need that many arrows. My pick's almost broken. Ah. Wow, 36 coal. Not like some sort of massive number, but very nice for getting up to a decent amount of torches. What am I building? Oh, yeah. Pickaxes. And the peaceful Minecraft music kicks in. This game has great music. Oh man. I do have to say, one of my largest qualms is how little use there is for individual pieces of stick. I mean, pretty much, if you're carrying one stick around, you can't really do anything with it. You can make torches, and you can make redstone torches, and, I guess, levers, and that might be it. I can't think of anything else. Nothing else that's at all useful. Swords, I suppose. I don't really use swords that much, though. I mean, I have one now, but I'd like to have a bow. Just gonna let this music play for a little while I finish up harvesting this. Well, this has been a nifty little cave so far, I have to say. I'm going to recollect this workbench, and I think that I got everything that's down this path. I'm going to go ahead and recollect my torches. A lot of players don't do this, but personally, if I go like this far into a cave system without seeing any exposed ore, I already know that I've been there. Because, I mean, the whole reason that caves generate and the whole way that the algorithm works for random generation involves a lot of exposed, mostly coal, a lot of exposed iron too. Things like diamond and even more so gold, you typically won't see exposed unless you're really close to lava. And I mean, no, I don't know how the actual coding works, but I do know that if you encounter exposed coal, I probably have not been there. So I'm pretty good about not missing things. Although I don't like how much darkness I'm leaving behind me, so I might have to build a little wall. Just as, I don't know, this is a pretty steep climb. I don't think anything's getting up here with me. And this is my exit. Cool. Ooh, did I just totally miss this the first time? Oh, must have been a coal vein. Looks like coal. Whoa! Okay. The one thing that I dislike about this Apple mouse is there's little buttons on the sides, and if you squeeze them both, then it has a different functionality. I don't know, does something about like switching between the open windows. I don't really use mice, I guess, very much because I have a laptop and trackpad and whatnot. But I have to use them for Minecraft because I have a single button mouse otherwise, and I'm not crazy about this one. Might have to get a different one. Because I hold it in kind of a funny way, which means that I'm pretty much constantly doing that little purple screen thing like you saw. Although it doesn't have to be purple. That's just the color that I have my highlighting set to. I'm just building this incredibly exaggerated wall to keep out monsters which aren't even down there. But I need something to build. And I don't have any gravel. Anytime that I'm trapped in a cave or a house or whatever, and it's nighttime, and I don't want to actually like go outside or explore or anything, what I do is just place a block of gravel, and then cut it apart, and then place another block, and then cut it apart, and just repeat that, and I typically, in one night, I can turn most of an entire block of gravel into flints. Which isn't really that useful, but gives you something to do. Although, there is a much more efficient way to do that, which I might cover in a later video. You just build a gravel generator using water and half steps, and it's a pretty cool system, actually. Because that sentence needs a little bit of explanation, given that it was not in any way a sentence. I've been thinking about building one on my main, but I haven't yet. And that's what I was thinking about saying, but then decided not to. And soon it will be day again. I will re-emerge, probably just run back to my house, set up a quarry, because I would like access to more ores. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.